All right, we're in the Big Top tournament. We're in the weekend round. Sunday night, I got 2 hours and 50 minutes, so I have two accounts. We were putting in flooring all day today. Tearing flooring out, putting in flooring. Woo! So I am whooped, but I have enough time to get at least one round in. I don't have enough time to get two, but I'll do my 77 account. So hole number one, here we roll. All right, let's see which way the wind's blowing. Not that it's, so here's the deal. I haven't looked up top. If you guys watch my stuff on a regular basis, I never look up because I'm not interested. I don't want it to affect my game. I have a plan. So in the qualification round, I just shot a minimum score. This is your bare minimum. Eagles on the par fives, birdies on everything else. Didn't pick anything up. In the opening round, if we only look at the top, let's just look at the top nine first. I picked up two shots in the front nine, and then I immediately turned around on holes 10 and 12 and dropped shots. And then I finally picked another one up on 16 and was one up, and then I turned around and immediately dropped it and ended up with a 24. So that was the hard way to get to 24. So I have no tiebreaker. So I think that when I play up to the top, I think if you're at a 28, you're going to be caught up in a big tiebreaker thing, and there may be a couple people at 29, but I think that it'll take every bit of a 30 to have any shot at a serious shot at a top banner. But I think if you shoot a 29 or better, you're in banner territory. You're at least having the conversation about banner. So here we go, hole number one. We got favorable wind. Let's see what kind of balls we have. I really want to take I'd like to take a 4 power ball just because I've been playing this hole with a 4 power ball. And I need two of them. All right, I'm going to take a Kingmaker X. Could take a firework ball. And the wind's not really going to affect me that much. So I'm going to take a firework ball. And bag. Number 5. Here we roll. APOC. Okay, see if we can get into the flow of it and start just like playing through the holes. Playing it like it's one-on-one, but we got a little bit of foreknowledge. Taking forever to get started. It always takes forever to get started, especially when you're shooting the videos. Anybody out there who also shoots videos who might be listening to this video knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's that getting like that, like getting in the mode where you're going to turn the camera on and start talking. If I can get an opponent. That's right. Thank you, Rod, from the Steelers. I like the Steelers. They're not my favorite team, but they're one of my favorite teams. This wind is working perfect for us. And you probably can do it with a power 3 ball with this wind. With that wind, I might be able to do it with a Titan. I might drop down to a Titan just to try and save myself. I know that I can get over there. Now it just becomes an issue with topspin. Because you want to have enough topspin so that when you get over to that other side, you can get out of the rough. But not so much topspin that you end up on the other side. Let's see what that wind looks like with a Titan. The king of balls. Yep. That'll get me out there. Get me out into that zone. Because this wind here, like it's pushing you quite a ways. I'm gonna put just a little less than all of it. I just want to kind of go straight out there. And I hit it 2 rings straight to the right, which is bad on the second bounce because it puts me in line with the trees. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whoa down. Whew, just missed those. Gave myself enough room. I was trying to, if you go back and watch that, I had my bullseye kind of pinched up right there at that transitional surface, and that was on my arc. So I pinched myself right up in that area because I knew the wind would push me forward and give me 2 rings on the left, possibly 3 because the wind is pushing it more here than normal. And so that gave me a bunch of room on the right hand side because I was trying to get around those trees. If I hadn't given myself that much room, going through those trees can be very hazardous. All right, I still have a ton of work to do. I was in the same exact spot. Nice shot. Crowd goes wild. That wasn't quite this short. It was a little bit farther away, but I missed it. And I'm not going to miss that one. Into hold. Eagle, eagle. Look at that. Nice. Good game. Good luck. Good luck in the tournament, bro. If that was a real person. All right, hole number 2. Let's look at hole number 2. Now, I have hit 2 hole-in-ones this week on hole number 2. And it's as I suspected. If you where you have to be at here in order to get the right movement to the cup. If you hit perfect, the way your ball is just barely in the fairway. So I mean, if you hit anything great to the right, you're in the sand. If you hit anything great to the left, your ball is actually way off. Because it comes in through this area and it bleeds off and it looks like it's really far off. So there is a shot for hole-in-one there, but in order to take it, you got to take a little bit of risks with the wind. So let's see which way the wind's blowing. And I don't like that wind at all. Because look at the whole wind's blowing straight across this direction. And you're trying to use this spot, so that means you're going to encounter the sand unless you have a low wind ball. What have I been using here? I've been using a Katana. So I could use a Power 2 low wind ball, and that's exactly what I'll do. I'm going to bring a turkey ball because I don't need a lot of side spin, I don't think. 1 1/4 right hand side spin. We'll see if I can get it done with that. If not, what would my backup be? Do I have any other Power 2 balls down here? I think I do. Somewhere. You're probably looking at, it's not that one for damn sure. You're probably looking, I'm going, dude, it's that one right there. That's a Power 3, and this is a low power Power 2. All right, I can use that pinata. All right, here we go. What do I have selected here? I got the turkey ball selected. Making sure I had the right one selected. I'd like to get another hole-in-one on this hole. You got to pick up 3 per side, and you need to pick up 1 in each 3 set. I mean, there's opportunities, and I want to pick up all 3 of them in the first set. Let's just get this shit over with. Let's start working from there. I'd like to pick them all up on the front, so I only got to shoot a 12 on the back. That's what I really like. 2 backspin. No, I'm going to have to switch balls. Not enough side spin. Okay, 1.9. 1.9 rings. Hey, get over here. Shooting it straight up, and I gotta snap it off. Hitting it perfect. Just got pushed off. Need to do like a 10% adjustment there. I made a new set of notes. I'm looking to see if that was on my old set of notes. My old set of notes said to play my Grizzly at 1.1 per ring, play at mid club. And that would have been a 10% adjustment. Didn't transfer that over from my old notes. Look at that. My shot's dangerous as hell though, because it looks like you have tons of room for where that first bounce is going to land, but where it actually lands on the course is not where it's showing right there. Like right there, they're one ring away. Hit it perfect. Don't hit that thing great to the left. Oh, they hit it great, or excuse me, great to the right. I can't believe that that didn't clip the rough. Unbelievable. Close but no cigar. All right. I've gotten the Albie on hole number 3 once this week, and I need to get it again. I got this shot. I got this shot in the bag if I can actually hit it. It's definitely one shot at a time on this next hole. The drive is critical. You got to get to the right spot. And we've had tailwind all week, or side wind. And I will bet today we're going to have headwind. Here we go. Hole number 3. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Yeah, we're getting headwind. So, depending on how big that headwind is, I may have to bring out a power 4 ball. Not so much for the first shot, but to make sure that the second shot I have room to maneuver. Let me go look at the hole. So getting out into this area, especially if you bring an APOC, you can come more over into this trough and you're pointing out in this direction, you're trying to make up this gap. You can do that with an APOC. With an extra mile, you can be about here, about midway. So that means your starting spot needs to be more in this area. So you have to contend with the length of this rough. You'll get to a point where you'll engage it. So if you've got any kind of forward moving wind, you can just move to that point where they touch, and the forward moving winds will push it out into the fairway. And you just put max curl and it'll bring it out here into this spot. But if you want to use an APOC and you've got a headwind so that you can give yourself a little bit of room to work the wind out, you can start up here and put more curl on it. Or you can bring out a bigger ball, which will help you on the second shot, because I'm trying to get as deep in this window as I can. So the bigger the ball I bring out to this spot, the better it'll be on the other end. So I'm going to bring out a power 4 ball. Just because of that wind. And I won't have to do any overpower on any of the shots. I can just set them up. What do I have? Just a couple of. What was this community ball? It's a 4-3-2. All right, I'll take that. I'll take it. We'll get that out of the mix. Let's open up one of these free chests. I think I actually have a club card trading to do as well. Maybe. Club card trading. Let's see what we get today. See if we get one of the five chosen ones. And the winner is the Apocalypse. Getting that sucker close. 24. 8 more times. 8 more times of that popping up in here, and we'll have it to 6. All right. Here we roll. Let's see if we can get this done one shot at a time. Now the question is, do I bring my APOC or do I bring my extra mile? As long as they both have a sniper. One of my teammates, Kevin's taking this with a backspin shot, and it's totally cool. I like those shots because if you can find the spot where you set it up, then you set it into that spot. And then you make a wind adjustment. A funnel. I guess that's what they're defining as a funnel, if you can find that spot. I go first. Let's think about what bag I'm using. This bag's got a sniper in it. I got plenty of room. About 5 top spin. Three. It's 1.5 per ring. So it's a little over 2 rings. Max curl. Little teeny bit of overpower. You know, 1 ring great to the left. It just puts me farther away from the hole. So the power 4 ball is going to end up putting me about where the power 3 ball would put me. I'm not going to gain any distance because I hit too far to the left. You want to be over, the closer you are to this rough, the closer you are to the hole. So where I usually like to be is right at the base of the lamppost shadow, where it separates from the tree. And I'm like 30. The way that this game measures distance, I'm like 35 yards from there. I like to be more on line exactly where my opponent's at. That's the spot that I'm looking for. With an extra mile, I've played that shot a lot of times with an extra mile. I'm trying to get used to how many rings to pull it out with a... Okay, I got plenty of red line here. 1 backspin, 1 right, left-hand side spin. All right, 10%, that's 3-3. There's 3, there's 3, 2.5. There's 3-3 exactly. Oh, and I hit a 1 ring great to the right. I tried to snap it off. And I'm not worried about where I ended up. Where I hit on a great to the right is on, you can see there's a little shadow right here. There's a hill. And where my perfect was at was on the flat. And a great to the right was more onto the transition where it was actually throwing the ball further to the right. And so I hit to the right, and then it hit that thing, and then it went further to the right. And now it's way the hell off. As Bob Uecker would say, how can they lay off those types of pitches? Just a bit outside. Coming out from down below isn't always easy, though. It's not, if you're directly below it, it's not that bad. But if you're in the position I'm in and you're further to the right, this can be a difficult putt because of the hill. And 1 ring great to the right. So close it hit on the right hand side of the flagpole. In the hole. It's not the Albie I was looking for, but all right. I came out of the first 3 with something. That wasn't what my ultimate goal was, but that is my goal. And we need to do that again on these next 3. Hole number 4. What is hole number 4? It's a par 3. This is the rough bump par 3. All right. I'm trying to look at my notes here. I've got hole number 4. Trying to figure out what I want to do on hole number 4. I'm gonna do it 1.2 per ring. And I'm just gonna hit a straight up shot because I have no freaking clue. And I'm bringing a katana. So let's just go play it. We'll see which way the wind's blowing. See if the wind is involving the sand. That one's not bad, especially if we can stay up here at the top. Get my trusty dusty calculator out. See what my opponent does. Now, why did you bring a big dog to this hole? Like, if you only have one bag and that's the only thing you have in there, I guess. But like, you don't have another bag, or you didn't change clubs between holes. I mean, I like a big dog. Don't get me wrong, but like, this is not the whole, like, if you got a big dog, you got a sniper, more than likely. And the ball guide's always better. Always. So 4.8 divided by 1.2 is 4. Okay, katana. Let's get some freaking side spin on here. Okay, 4 rings exactly. There's 4. Let's see if we can hit it perfect. Getting it perfect. Getting the hole. Come on, what? Were you saying come on like hurry up, or were you saying come on like get in the hole? I don't like it when opponents start trying to trash talk me while I'm on the course. Now, I will say that there is a little bit of trash talking on the course in between holes, but once you like get to the hole, it's pretty dead serious, especially if you're playing for money. Not that anybody that ever plays on a real golf course ever plays for any kind of money. No, that wouldn't be right. All right, nothing on the par 3s yet today. Let's see what the next hole is. Hole number 5. All right, this par 4. I got to get this par 4. I was killing it at the beginning of the week, and then the last couple times I have been right off the cup. And I hit it one of those times. I hit a perfect and was right off the cup. It was like I needed to do a 10% adjustment. One and a half top spin. The plus 13 mark. 3-2. It's about a ring and a half. Let's see how close I can get. Just about a quarter of a ring into power. One ring great to the right. Here it should be fine. It's whether it makes it through on the other side. Too far into the sand. A little teeny bit of overpower killed me. Urgh. That's all right. I got a great shot from here, and I still have a super makeable shot from here. And my Spitfire can do everything that the only deal is you got to hit it perfect. So it's 1.1 times whatever the wind is. There's max, there's mid. I'm in that 16 per ring range. Put on just a couple backspin. I'm going to get right up to the cup. Times 2.8. 2.8 is 3. Okay, so there's 16. There's 4. And I hit one ring great to the left. One ring great to the left. Arrgh! I think I would have went in right on the other side of the flagpole if I'd hit it perfect. I needed to start a little bit more to the left just to account for the jump right there. Gots to hit it perfect. I know you got to talk to a man about a horse. And then sitting here drinking coffee. We tore out floors all day. Carpet and pad. Scraped out all of the nails and tack strip, and then had to go around and pull stuff out because we're going back in with plank vinyl. In the hole. So it has to be smooth. And clean. Still got one hallway left to pull out staples, but what a day. In the hole, birdie. It's not the eagle we were looking for. And that's a great opportunity right there. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Hole number 6. Hole number 6, I'm just having fun. So we're just going to go out and play it. And I'm going to play it with my number 4 bag. Just set up for this tournament. I think this used to be my primary setup. Well, my primary bag, back in the days when you could only have one bag, I played with an Extra Mile, a Guardian, a Saturn. If you couldn't get it done with the Guardian Saturn combo, and it was a top spin deal. So sometimes the Guardian hurt you, but the Saturn never did. Good ball guide, top spin, back spin. You can get a lot of stuff done with the Saturn. Hornet. Rapier. I mean, like the second that I got my Rapier, I think I started using it. It didn't take long. 3-3. It's a little over. I'm going to move about a ring and 2/3. And I hit it 2 rings, 2,000 rings, great to the right. It might actually clip the sand right there. It is going to clip the sand. Now we got to see if we can recover from there. I don't know if you can recover from there. Maybe. I think there's a fairway in front, and you can try and top spin it over to that area. At least give yourself a recovery shot. I don't know that I've actually failed here in a long time. Actually been in that sand. That's quite the bummer. And I was waiting the hell out there too. Look, way out there on that tip. It went way off to the right. It's probably pulling it the wrong direction, which is very possible. They probably have a better shot from there of getting in. And a Nirvana hits a little longer than a Spitfire, but a Spitfire's got more topspin. And we're going to have to work hard for this. Hit it like 2 rings great to the right. As long as that second bounce right there stays clear of the sand, I should be all right. Wanted to get up there as close as I could, but that was a little too close, maybe. right, I have a shot. I have a recovery shot. I gave myself everything I could get for a recovery shot from there. That's a suck place to be. And the whole reason that I'm taking the normal shot that I take here is because it's usually the shot this shot that my opponent's taking from over here can be very, they're not doing the rough bump. They're trying to actually bring it around. So they've got a little bit better shot if they hit it great to the left or the right. But there's a couple rough bumps you can do over there that are pretty damn close. And if you look at where their first bounce was, I can't believe that they weren't in the sand. They were right there. Ooh, that was close. And it was close on the other end. But it was close right there of an epic fail on that first bounce. All right. Where am I at in my club? There's max. So I'm right at max club. It's 1.2 per ring. .2, maybe 3 would be 3.6. So it's 3 1/4. Oh fuck! I can't hit shit great today or perfect. Everything's great. Perfect in the hole. Great. Rolls right over it. That great would have made it too if my speed was off. That is encouraging that that's close enough that I either made a bad wind adjustment there, or it might be one of those where you're close enough that you could, if you set it up, if you could make one or the other, a great to the right or a great to the left. It hedge your bet. Dropped one. And I picked one up and then I dropped one. That's how this tournament's been going for me so far, is I haven't been able to just get on a track where I can go out and make every hole. Not enough practice on the one. It's one shot at a time. All right, let's just go play. I've played all these holes 1,000 times. Let's just pull out the right shit and go play. See which way the wind's blowing. I suppose I could have looked at that beforehand. I go first. And that wind's not super helpful. I'm going to have to bring out a power 4 ball. Like maybe 3/4 of a top spin. It's 2-1. It's about a ring and a third, which puts me about a ring and a power. I hit it 1, maybe 2 rings great to the left. See if I can get in the fairway, and I didn't. I set myself up out there in the middle and put more curl on it to try and give myself more room for at least a 1 ring great to the left or the right. And that was definitely a 2 ring. So you're starting to catch up with what you can get with a power 4 ball. You're starting to catch up to the fairway. It gets longer the more you go to the left and the right. Like the first, like if you hit a 1 ring great to the left or the right, it's pretty much exactly the same in front of you as what it would be on a perfect. But the next ring great to the left or the right, the fairway it pinches up, and you only have about a 50% chance that you're going to make it in that square. All right, we have this for eagle. Let's see where I can get. All right, I'm in my Kingfisher, and I'm going to do 2 ring pull. Put a little bit of curl on it. Hitting it perfect. And just throwing it up there and see if I get lucky. Close to being lucky. You can use those trees if you play like that. I never worry about trees. Like, you can go out there to where you can find the shadow, but sometimes you need to pull, like, you can really see the line where it's going, and you just need to be inside of the trees. You know you're going to have to put curl on it. If you put curl on it, curl's not represented in your ball guide, so curl's going to bring you around that tree, and you just have to imagine that you've got curl on your ball where your ball guide's going to go. So it's not coming in at the cup like that. It's coming in farther out on that arc. I don't know if that makes sense, but I never worry about trees. There's actually some shots on some of these holes that you can set up where you're actually on the other side of the trees. You can't see your ball guide at all. You're just picking a spot. It's a max curl. In the hole. All right. Picked one up, dropped one on the front. Need to come in strong. You just go out and play them. What is hole number? I think we're on hole number 6. Par 5. The big par 5. No, that's what we just played. What hole are we on? Birdie. Hole number 7. That's not how we wanted to play that hole. Hole number 8. This par 3. Okay, I like this par 3. I'm playing it with a Grizzly and a Quasar. Okay, I go first. It's 2.0. It's 2.6 rings. 3 3/4 backspin. Going right at the cup. Right at it. 2.6 rings. There's 2.56. And I cannot hit perfect today. That was a 1 ring great to the left. And 1 ring great to the left. I like where my stuff's at. I just can't hit perfect. All that setup and all that shit and cannot hit perfect. What's the deal? Arrgh! That is the deal. All right. Still have 1 hole. I still have 1 hole to redeem myself. And I do have an Albie shot on this, and this would definitely prime me for the back 9. I probably need to get highly motivated for it. Just go out there and take it. And I can't bring out any of the stops. I don't have any Power 5 balls other than a snow globe. And if I'm getting headwind to the point where I need a Power 5 ball, it defeats the purpose to bring a snow globe. Snow globe's when you got a big tailwind and you want a bigger tailwind. All right, birdie. Here we go. All right, this last hole is definitely 1 shot at a time. Need to put myself in the perfect spot. And I need one of those open balls. This is where those 4-4-4 balls are really handy, because if you've got tailwind, you don't really need it with a 4 power ball. You can work the wind out. If you got headwind, it cuts it way down, and 4 side spin really helps. I'm going to pick my ball so I can spend a little second longer not having to pick the ball. And I'm going to take my APOC bag. Taking that bag right there, that ball. Let's go get an Albie. Right here. Right here, right now, we're getting an Albie on this hole. I haven't got an Albie on this hole all week, and it's going to happen right here. This is where I need it. I need a pick-me-up going into the back. I need something to show that I actually made some forward progress on the front. Because I should be at minus 15. That's what you're looking for. And coming in with minus 12 is not cut it. That means you got to shoot a minus 18 on the back. Which, if you can shoot the minus 15 per side, really, you can do that. But why put all the pressure on the back? Let's at least pick up one of them. Then we can pick up that extra one for the win. All right, let's get serious. See if we can have a big comeback. I haven't had to do it with an Albie. Well, we played a tournament one time, and one of the Vineyard Acres par 4s was hole number 9. And I went on that hole and was one down and needed to get an eagle, and it's a pretty tough hole to eagle, and got and backspin in eagle land. It burned a little image. See my opponent, that's a good spot. They got good right hand movement, and they'll be easily able to get on from there and they'll have a shot at Albie with a Nirvana. All right, as much on there as I can. It's 2 rings. And a sliver. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can walk that sucker. See if I can catch just a little bit of right to help me to the right and get up the fairway. I'm probably going to be, I may still be in my grizzly range, but I might be in minimum sniper. I didn't get quite as much forward roll. I'd like to get all the way up there to the front. I think I can still take the shot with my grizzly, but I'm going to be a little farther back, so I won't have to put as much stuff on it. And I think that's where I was kind of liking. Originally, when I got all the way to the front, I was trying to get a little closer to the hole, so I was putting backspin on it. But I kind of like just running it up there. I'm doing 10% to the cup. I came out and practiced this hole several times just to get that shot to see like what the adjustment was to the cup, so that I gave myself as good a chance at getting Albie as possible. Someone had a great shot at it. Okay, I got plenty of room. There's Max. There's Min. I'm shit out here. I'm about mid-club. It's 4.2. It's 4.62 rings divided by 1.2. It's 385. About 4 rings. Got to hit it perfect. You got to snap it. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! That's what I'm talking about right there. That'll get me excited for the back. All right, all right. I still got some skills. Thought I'd forgot how to play. Getting the Albie on 9. Look at that. Now that made a shit round, still shit, but like you can polish a turd, but it's still a turd. But at least I came out of there with something positive to help me out on the back. So that means I got to shoot a 17 on the back. So think about all the holes where you can pick up a shot, like the big key ones are the par 4s. Hole number 5. Got to pick that up. And I didn't pick it up on the front. Hole number 7. Got to pick those up. I got to pick all 3 of those up. And that still puts me 4 away. So that means the par 5s are also super key. Gonna have to tear it up on the back 9 in order to have any shot at all up towards the hell. If I just shoot another 13, I'm looking at a 26, and that might be a top 30. So it's gonna have to be better than that. All right, I will see you on the back 9. Thanks for watching. Woo!